Competitor number 15 from the USA, Sue Upson.
I started competing in 2003 after my husband and trainer kind of got me into it. My husband competes as well. And from there on, I kind of did a few local shows, state shows, did the Junior USA a few times. That led to the USAs, which led to the Junior Nationals where I won my pro card.
Over how many years was that?
Since 2003.
2000. Wow. That's a long lot of competing.
A lot of competing, a lot of shows, a lot of chicken, a lot of broccoli.
What do you think made the difference in terms of, competing that many years? What got you?
Practice.
Really?
Yeah, practice, different techniques in the gym, different dieting techniques. So.
What was it like when you turned pro?
It was crazy. My husband wasn't there. I went by myself. I had just finished doing the Junior USA, and decided with a girlfriend that we were going to go to the Junior Nationals. And I went, and I didn't think that I was going to. I figured I'd place somewhere, but wasn't sure where, and ended up taking first. And then at the end, they bring you off stage and tell you, the top 4 pros. So it was kind of happy and kind of sad that he wasn't there to share it with me, but very happy at the end.
Did you pick at him for not being there?
Yeah, I wouldn't tell you what my cell phone bill was like after I had gotten from texting him and calling him and texting him and calling him. So it was, it was high.
It was high.
It was really high. You get a little nervous for the fact that you don't know what you look like. You're depending on another person to kind of tell you, who has never seen you before compete, who's not familiar with what you look like hours before you get on stage, as opposed to, So that was kind of difficult. I had to pretty much make my own judgments, but it seemed like it worked.
So you're a somewhat of a seasoned competitor, but how do you feel about this show, being that it's
I'm nervous. I feel like I'm just stepping on stage for the first time. It's funny because seeing some of these girls I've seen in magazines and all the time, it's kind of surreal to actually see them in person, like Jenny Lynn, and so.
You're one of them now.
I'm one of them now. Yes.
Now you're one of the girls that make other girls nervous.
I don't know. I think I'm still the newbie. Not many people know, but maybe one day they'll know who I am. From the day one, that's everybody's dream, I think, once you get on the stage, is to become a pro, depending on how long it takes, and I've always been told that I just put hard work into it and I can do it, so it seems like towards the end is what that Junior Nationals did, so put what I had to into it, and it seemed like it worked. It did work.
Quarter turn to the right.
You're a student, I believe, aren't you?
I just finished classes yesterday. I
You did?
graduated. Yeah, I'm a surgical technologist.
Hey,
So,
congratulations.
Yes, done trying to prep for the show and finish school and finals and clinicals and so
Wow.
glad it's all over.
Maybe that'll give you an extra advantage.
Yes. Yeah. If somebody gets hurt, I know what to do.
Well, all of that, having those other burdens off of you.
Yes,
so.
it's a lot. Yeah, a lot more. But I start work as soon as I get back, so be prepping for the Europa show and working. So we'll see how that goes.
So you'll be competing in
2 weeks.
2 weeks again.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that'll probably be it for a little while. We'll see.
Really? What are your expectations for the show and as a pro?
I don't really have very many expectations for this show. I'm new. I would like to get on stage and see how it all works out, what I look like. Over 2 days, it always is harder for me to bring, my conditioning in. I'm used to the one-day shows, prejudging in the morning, and then, the finals at night, and so the 2 days are a little different for me. So I'm just being up, on stage with all the other girls is amazing to me. So I'm pretty happy.
Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. And face forward. You can take a step back to the right side.
Now, what was your prep like? You mentioned in terms of you're accustomed to the one-day show, you've got a two-day show to deal with in terms of making sure you're right
Cutting
on.
my water out a little sooner, seeing what I look like, a day or two before. My carbs are, high, low, so just basically what I've been doing the entire time, just cutting out my water, and we'll see how that goes the day before. So.
Are you a personal trainer as well?
No,
No.
I'm not.
Now, how do you manage your training and your nutrition? Do you work with someone?
Yes, the owner of the gym I work at Bass Fitness Center, he has competed many a times from like back in the 80s, so he's been doing my diet and training, and my husband as well when he's, available. So.
Well, that's kind of the old school technique. You don't have the big name person in your corner
and
per se.
And I love it that way. I come from a small town. There's like 700 and something people in our little town. It's small, so it's been nice that way. It's been a big help.
What town is that?
I live in Bass, North Carolina.
Bass? North
Yes.
Carolina.
Bass. Just
Eight-
south, yeah. It's about an
800
hour
people?
south of Raleigh.
Nice.
So.
Nice. Well, we hear of some competitors that actually like that too, being in somewhat remote areas. And what's it like in the gym? Are you just another person in the gym?
Yes. The gym is very small. Basically, just guys come in the gym. We've got a few females come in. We've got another figure competitor that works out there as well. And it's nice. It's more family oriented. Everybody knows I'm dieting. They know that the heat's going to be on. It's post the air conditioning. So if I need something, they pretty much kind of work around what I need to do. So it's been nice. I wouldn't train anywhere else.
You're planning on competing in this show, not just to be on stage. It's not a big issue in terms of your placings.
Just get used to the pro stage and see how everything works out.
And then you've got the Europa
That's right. 2
in
weeks.
2 weeks. Any expectations for that show?
Somewhere I'd like to be in the top 15.
Top 15?
Yeah, depends.
You're cautiously setting your.
Yeah. For the first year. Hey.
Got your husband in the background saying, "Tell the truth."
Of course, everybody would like to win, but
You'd like to win, yes. Well, what do you think your strengths are in that regard?
I don't know. I think I'm coming in a little bit too, from what I understand and what other people have told me, I may be a little too muscular coming into the show. I need to probably be a little bit smaller. So hopefully that'll be my goal for the Europa show, to kind of bring it down a little bit. I seem to be the shortest competitor, which is not always, a bad thing. So it just.
What's your weight about?
I weigh, I think, about 111 pounds right now.
111, and you're 5 foot.
I'm 5 foot, yeah.
Foot.
So, and I normally compete about 103, 105 pounds. So I'm a little bit heavier this year. A little more muscle than I had at the junior nationals. So.
You do? Are there certain areas that you want to change?
Oh, my legs and my rear seems to be the last to come in. So it's always the hardest for me to come down.
That's the Italian
That's
ancestor.
the Italian in me, that's right. It's all those pasta and meatballs.